guys? Dane Davis here. Shout out to Boogie Bentley, Dauber, and the Indie Kid over at Talkin VAWLS Network on YouTube. VAWLS fans, head over to their YouTube channel, Talkin VAWLS Network. Smash that like button and subscribe, baby. Go Big Orange.
The number one undefeated Volunteers prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and we are just 4 days away from an offensive explosion inside of Neyland Stadium. It's going to be an electric atmosphere. Ole Miss putting up over 46 points per game. Tennessee at 41.5 points per game. Josh Heupel versus Lane Kiffin. And then also this just came out. This was confirmed. We expected it was coming, but athletic director Danny White went ahead and confirmed it last night. All right, I am in. And this, I love this about Danny White. I love it. He can make fun of himself. You know, he got a hard time for the way he came down on Tennessee fans, telling them to text a buddy. So what does he do? Goes ahead and makes fun of himself in the process, says, go ahead and text your buddies of all nation this Saturday. We will checker Neyland. So if you will be inside of Neyland Stadium on Saturday for the game between Ole Miss and Tennessee, make sure you go to checkerneyland.com, figure out what color you're supposed to wear. This is just another thing that Tennessee does. You know, Josh Heupel talked this week about recruiting and being able to, you know, show those recruits what they are doing on the field, the fun they are having in this offense, the amount of points that they're putting up. Also, dark mode. I know a lot of people, a lot of older fans, a lot of you old school traditionalists don't like the alternate uniforms, but guess what? Too bad, because the kids love the uniforms. You know, I showed the reaction when Josh Heupel unveiled the dark mode jerseys. The kids went absolutely nuts. It is what it is. It impacts recruiting, whether you think that's stupid or not. It doesn't matter. It's a fact. It's 2021. And Josh Heupel has talked about all of these things and how you continue to generate buzz and excitement in the recruiting world as you're putting up over 40 points a game. Alternate uniforms. Checker Neyland is another way to do that. Look, it's Tennessee was one of the first teams to do something like this. We've seen other teams kind of mimic it, copy it, the way they strap the fans. There's nothing like Checker Neyland. Sometimes I think maybe we do it a little bit too much, but it's something we can do. You know, you roll out dark mode last week, this week, Checker Neyland, create more buzz. It's a night game. There's one way that I think, and I don't know that it's on Tennessee or on Ole Miss. It may be more of a contract thing. There's one way that they kind of missed the boat here, that they could have created even more talk around this game that's coming up on Saturday. We'll get into that in just a moment. As always, do me a favor, smash that like button just below the video. If you would so kindly press that thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, you're wondering, what is this? Who is this guy? Who is this talking cartoon emoji? We are for the fans, by the fans. We're not experts. We're not insiders. The Talkin VAWLS Network is a fan-run YouTube channel. We are just like you. Like I said, we don't pretend to be something we're not. So if you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live, when we drop new content. We will be live tonight, just like we are every single Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time for Talkin VAWLS Live. So if you're new here, tune in for that. It's a good time. We like to hear from the listeners in the chat, so come hang out. Also, we'll be live immediately following the game on Saturday. We're going to do a tailgate show about an hour before kickoff, so lots of content coming your way. But let's look at what I was talking about here. How did Tennessee and Ole miss the boat here? How could they have created more of a buzz? This is an article from Knox News. It's kind of all over the place. Everybody's kind of talking about it. Eli Manning blames Peyton Manning for no ManningCast of Tennessee Vol football game versus Ole Miss. And I would imagine that most of you have seen these ManningCasts on ESPN. They've done them for the first 4 weeks of Monday Night Football. They've kind of taken a few weeks off. They are going to be coming back in week 7 of the NFL season, but it's just an alternative to the regular broadcast for Monday Night Football. And it's Peyton and it's Eli, and it's real, it's raw, it's authentic. It's those two guys just sitting down having a good time watching the Monday Night Football game and providing, alternate commentary to what you would get on a broadcast. It's very laid back and unique. Peyton kind of walks you through the show. Eli, very witty, very sarcastic. It just makes for a great watch. And there was a lot of buzz about ManningCast for Tennessee versus Ole Miss, and would they do it? I think Lane Kiffin kind of got the ball rolling talking about it, but it never really got any traction. So Eli kind of taking a jab here. The article says ahead of this week's Tennessee versus Ole Miss football game, some fans have been asking for an ESPN related ManningCast with Peyton and Eli Manning following its popularity on Monday Night Football. Does not appear like that will happen, and Eli Manning is quick to jokingly blame his brother. I can't believe Peyton whipped out on calling the Ole Miss Tennessee game next week. Eli tweeted on Saturday he's scared. What a great opportunity this would have been. And again, as I said at the top of the video, I don't know if this is really more contract related than anything else. Even looking at the dark mode jerseys, a lot of people that didn't like the white helmets or wanted a black helmet, you got to let Nike know about a year in advance when you want to do something like the dark mode uniforms. And kudos to that Tennessee staff for the changes, the tweaks and the changes they made on the white helmet with the black outlines, the black face mask. I think they did a good job, making that work. But look, I think this could be kind of a similar deal here where it's contract related. It's an NFL type contract. There you can see the tweet from Lane Kiffin. Come on, ESPN, give the people what they want. Vol football, Ole Miss football. We want Eli. We want Peyton. Just what a great setup that would have been. Obviously, Peyton Manning, absolute legend at Tennessee. And then Eli, what he did at Ole Miss with Coach Cut. I mean, the Ole Miss was irrelevant. And then Coach Cut comes in, brings in Eli, and that team, had some big time success. So Eli means a lot to that program. And I think if you're going to have two ambassadors, what better two ambassadors? The fact that they're brothers to sit down on ESPN and call this Tennessee game. And it would have been fun. And my wife was kind of joking about it as I mentioned this article. And she was like, you wouldn't watch it anyway. And I wouldn't. I'm not going to watch that during the actual game, but I would have recorded it, gone back, watched it after the fact. Would have been a whole lot of fun. But it says here, Peyton and Eli hosted an alternate broadcast of Monday Night Football for the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, set to return for 7 more games later this year. Social media users have been asking for ManningCast of Tennessee versus Ole Miss for weeks, including Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin. So again, I think it's a missed opportunity, but I don't think anybody's probably really to blame here. Just kudos to this Tennessee coaching staff, Tennessee administration, as they continue to do things to build the new brand of Tennessee football. I get it when some of you come in and you talk about our colors are orange and white, not black, and you're traditionalists. And, that's the thing about Danny White and Josh Heupel. They've said it over and over and over. You can still be true to your traditions, but also add a modern twist. And I think that's what Danny White and Josh Heupel are trying to do. Danny White tweeted, I think it was last Saturday before the game, brought out the old VAWLS that used to sit atop Neyland Stadium. As a kid, when we would go to Knoxville, when you would drive by the stadium and you're just in awe of what you're seeing. And that's something you remember is the letters stuck out. And Danny White is bringing those back. So he is still staying true to some of those old traditions while also putting a modern twist on Tennessee football, which I think has been much needed. It's been needed for a while now when you talk about the world of recruiting. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you think it's more of a contract issue with the NFL, with ESPN to not get this done? Would you have been all in? I'm sure most of you would have loved to see this. Peyton and Eli sitting down to watch Tennessee versus Ole Miss on ManningCast would have been fantastic. But leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on what Danny White's doing? Trying to put that modern twist on tradition. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. We hit 8,500 subscribers this week. That is thanks to you guys. You guys make this channel, this show, what it is. So we appreciate any and all support. Share out the videos. If you see the tweets, if you see the posts on Facebook, share those. Tell somebody about Talkin' VAWLS, because like I said, you guys make this show what it is. You give us the ability to grow and reach more people. And we are forever thankful for that. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. Like I said, hit that thumbs up. We'll see you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time for Talkin' Vols Live. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The Vols